Hi everyone. Welcome to a brand new episode of the English Nook. I'm Maya.
And I'm Ethan. We are so excited you are here today because this is the very first episode of our brand new B1 Intermediate playlist.
Yes, welcome to all our intermediate learners. If you can understand basic English but you want to improve your vocabulary, feel more confident, and listen to natural conversations, this is the perfect place for you.
Today, we are talking about a topic that I absolutely love. 5 small habits that secretly changed my life.
Secretly? That sounds like you have a big mystery, Ethan. But really, when we say secretly, we mean these habits are so tiny that you don't think they are important. But when you do them every single day, they completely change your life.
Exactly. People think they need to change their whole world to be happier or healthier. They think, I need to go to the gym for 2 hours every day, or I need to read a whole book every week.
Oh, I know. And what happens? After 3 days, you get completely exhausted and you quit.
Every single time. But the habits we are talking about today take less than 5 minutes. They are tiny routines, but they have a massive impact on your mindset, your energy, and your focus.
And for our B1 listeners, this episode is a fantastic way to practice talking about your daily routines, your personal goals, and your lifestyle. We are going to use a lot of great practical words today, like routine, consistent, and grateful.
And don't forget, just like our other episodes, we will finish today with the word tour. We will take 4 or 5 important words from our conversation, explain exactly what they mean, and show you how to use them.
So, if you want to improve your life and your English at the same time, please take 1 second to click that subscribe button right now. It really helps our channel grow.
All right, Maya, let's start with habit number 1. I know you have a very specific thing you do the exact minute you wake up. What is it?
It is the ultimate micro habit, Ethan. It takes exactly 2 minutes and it changes my whole morning. Let's talk about it right now.
All right, Maya, let me guess. Is it making your bed? Because every time I visit your apartment, your room looks like a luxury hotel.
Busted. Yes, habit number 1 is making my bed the exact minute I wake up. It sounds almost too simple, right? But psychologically, it is incredibly powerful.
It really is. I read a study about this. When you make your bed first thing in the morning, you complete the very first task of the day. It gives you a tiny feeling of success.
Exactly. It's a small win. Your room instantly looks clean, which makes your mind feel organized. If you start your day with a messy room, your brain feels a little messy too. It takes me less than 2 minutes, but it sets a positive tone for the next 12 hours.
I love that. My first micro habit is also in the morning, and it completely changed my physical energy. I call it the water shield.
The water shield? That sounds like a superpower in a video game, Ethan. What do you mean?
Well, most people wake up, walk straight to the kitchen, and turn on the coffee machine. Or worse, they look at their phones. But before I touch coffee or technology, I force myself to drink 1 big glass of water.
Oh, that is so important because your body goes 7 or 8 hours without any hydration while you sleep. You wake up completely dehydrated.
Exactly. And when your body is dehydrated, you feel tired, sluggish, and cranky. People think they need caffeine to wake up, but usually their brain just needs water. Drinking that glass of water acts like a shield against morning fatigue. It wakes up my organs, clears my mind, and gives me immediate energy.
You know, I tried that last week because you recommended it to me. And it actually works. I noticed that I didn't even want my first cup of coffee until an hour later.
See? I told you. It's a game changer. So, our first 2 habits are making the bed for a mental win and drinking water for a physical win.
Beautiful. And notice how both of these routines don't require any money. They don't require special equipment and they take almost zero time. It's just about being consistent.
Right, doing it every single day is the secret. But what happens later in the day when life gets stressful and busy?
That is where habit number 3 comes in. And it's all about how we use our technology. Let's talk about that next. Because I think a lot of our listeners struggle with this exact problem. Let's be real for a minute, Ethan. It is so easy to talk about healthy habits, but it is incredibly hard to actually do them, especially when we are tired, stressed, or just feeling lazy.
Oh, absolutely. Let's be completely honest with our listeners. There are many mornings when I wake up, look at my bed, and think, nope, not today, and I just walk away.
Me too. We are definitely not perfect. And the biggest enemy of our daily habits is right here, our smartphones. That leads directly into habit number 3, which completely saved my sanity, the 20-minute screen-free boundary.
Tell us about that, because I know a lot of our listeners struggle with phone addiction. I know I do.
So, my rule is very simple. For the first 20 minutes of my day and the last 20 minutes before I sleep, I am not allowed to look at social media, emails, or news. Nothing.
Wow, that sounds simple, but it is actually a massive challenge. What do you do if you get a notification? Or what if your alarm goes off on your phone?
Great question. I bought a cheap, old school alarm clock, so my phone stays on the other side of the room. If you check your phone the second you wake up, you are letting the outside world control your brain. You see a stressful email from your boss or a negative post on Instagram, and suddenly you are anxious before your feet even touch the floor.
That is so true. You are starting your day in a defensive position. By blocking out just 20 minutes of peace, you are deciding how you want to feel.
Exactly. But it's a real struggle. In the beginning, my hand would literally reach for my phone automatically. It is a powerful addiction. You have to fight that urge every single day.
And that is the real talk here. Habits are not a straight line. You are going to have bad days. You are going to fail. But failing for one day doesn't mean you ruined everything.
Right. It's like learning English. If you forget a word today or if you don't study tomorrow, you didn't fail. You just need to try again the next day. Consistency doesn't mean being perfect. It just means not quitting.
Beautifully said, Maya. Don't punish yourself for having a lazy day. Just wake up the next morning, drink your water, make your bed, and start fresh.
Exactly. Now we have 2 more habits left on our list. And these 2 are all about shifting your mindset from negative to positive before you close your eyes at night. Let's jump into them. This brings us to the evening, Ethan. How we end our day is just as important as how we begin it. And habit number 4 is something that completely cured my evening anxiety. The 3-item gratitude list.
I love this habit. To be grateful means to feel thankful for the good things in your life. But how do you actually do it? Do you write them down in a journal?
Yes, right next to my bed, I keep a small notebook. Every night, before I turn off the lights, I write down exactly 3 specific things that made me happy that day. And the secret is, they must be small things.
Ah, right. It shouldn't be major things like, I won the lottery, because that doesn't happen every day.
Exactly. It should be tiny things, like a stranger smiled at me on the subway, or my morning coffee tasted perfect, or I understood a whole English podcast today.
That is a fantastic example. It forces your brain to search for the positive parts of your day instead of focusing on the stressful parts. It completely changes your mindset before you go to sleep.
It really does. And while I'm holding that pen, I immediately do habit number 5, the tomorrow blueprint.
Another cool name, Maya. What is the blueprint?
It just means writing down my top 3 most important tasks for the next day. That's it. Just 3 things.
Oh, that is so smart. Because if you don't write them down, those tasks float around in your head all night. You start worrying about them, and you can't sleep.
Exactly. By writing them down, you are taking them out of your brain and putting them on paper. You are telling your mind, don't worry, we have a plan for tomorrow. Now we can sleep.
Wow, let's look at the big picture here. By doing these 5 tiny things, making the bed, drinking water, leaving your phone alone, practicing gratitude, and planning your tomorrow, you spend less than 10 minutes total. But you completely protect your energy.
Yes, you don't need a massive lifestyle revolution. You just need small, consistent choices.
Well, speaking of good choices, let's move straight into our final segment to lock in these amazing new words we use today.
Welcome to our favorite part of the episode, the word tour. Today we use some excellent practical words that you can use every single day to talk about your life, your work, and your goals.
Let's review 4 key words from our conversation and see exactly how to use them to sound more natural.
Word number 1 is routine.
A routine is a regular list of things that you do at the same time or in the same way every day.
For example, making my bed is my favorite morning routine.
Word number 2 is consistent.
Being consistent means doing something regularly, every day or every week without quitting.
For example, to learn a new language, you need to be consistent with your practice.
Word number 3 is grateful.
Grateful means feeling thankful or appreciative for the good things, big or small, in your life.
For example, I am so grateful for this warm weather today.
And word number 4 is anxiety.
Anxiety is that uncomfortable, nervous feeling you get when you worry too much about the future or your problems.
For example, writing down my tasks for tomorrow completely cured my evening anxiety.
Such fantastic everyday words. And now, we want to hear from you. We have a very simple challenge for our Nook community today.
Tell us, what is one small habit that makes your life better? It can be anything: drinking water, going for a walk, or listening to an English podcast.
Write your answer in the comment section below. Try your best to use one of our word tour words like routine, consistent, or grateful in your comment. Ethan and I love reading your stories, and we will be replying to as many as we can.
And if you enjoyed this first intermediate episode and want to help our channel grow, please hit that like button and share this video with a friend who is also learning English.
We are so proud of you for practicing your listening skills with us today. Keep up the amazing work.
Absolutely. Be kind to yourself, stay consistent, and we will see you in the next episode.
Bye-bye, everyone.